Roshini Rajkumar with you. We are winding down the show with a fabulous, fabulous guest. No stranger to the people of Minnesota or really the country. She is Lindsay Whalen, the head coach of the Minnesota women's basketball team. Hey there, Lindsay.
Roshini, how are you?
Yes, good. How are you? All right.
Doing well.
It is great to hear your voice. Practices just started recently. How are these first couple weeks going with the team?
Well, we've had 8 practices so far, and I think just off the top, I think we've really made some strides each day. We've been putting a lot of plays in, and yesterday we kind of had more of a down day as far as just our up and down the court transition, defense and whatnot. We tried to just kind of get a little bit of a recovery day, but still mentally be focused in practice, and so we ended up putting a lot of sets in, and we're going 5 days in a row this week, so we wanted to have them have a day where it was more of a mental day and not as much pounding on their legs and whatnot. So it was good, and then we'll get back to it today, a little more live action, and then we'll take the weekend off because this is one of our last weekends that we'll have pretty much throughout the rest of the season. So we're going to go ahead and kind of take a little bit of a fall break here just so we can make sure that we're staying healthy and staying rested as well as putting our work in. So it's been going good, and it's been super fun.
Yeah, and you want to keep them fresh. We're under a month from the home opener on November 9th. You talked about the mental game. What is your advice to the team? You know, you are so used to that as a former professional player yourself, a gopher yourself. What is your best advice to them on that mental game?
Well, I think it's one is to just understand that basketball is it's a game of mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. But the quicker you can move on and the quicker you're able to kind of just, I guess, forgive yourself and then move on to the next play, the better you'll be, because a lot of times you'll have players that get really bogged down and thinking about a play from a week ago, and they're still concerned as to why they weren't able to, get a defensive stop or make that basket. So I think just getting them to understand that, hey, as professionals, we miss layups too, and everything. So it's just about continuing to work hard, and then I think too, just as far as remembering the playbook and remembering what we're doing on defense, it's something that you try to hit every day, and then you just emphasize that staying in your playbook and just mentally always being sharp and being focused, and they put in long days because we have them for about 3 hours, and then they also have classes that they're going to, and they have tutoring sessions. So it's a lot, and so we always want to make sure that at the same time we're asking a lot of them that they're able to make sure that they're having a good balance as far as school and tutoring and everything goes. So we ask a lot of them, but I think they're having fun, and hopefully we'll end up with a really good season this year.
I'm talking with head coach Lindsay Whalen of University of Minnesota women's basketball. You can, too. Give us a quick call in our couple minutes left with Lindsay, 651 or 866-989-9226. A lot of attention on you right now, Lindsay, coming off of your pro career with the Lynx, your history with the Gophers yourself. How do you balance that there's a lot of attention on Lindsay Whalen, but then you have this team that you're supporting and you want to showcase?
Well, yeah, I think that's a big key for us, is that I'm not going to be out there making any baskets, and I'm not going to be setting any screens and whatnot. Now it's their time. It's their time now, which is exciting. And that's one of the reasons why I took this job is to be able to give back in a different capacity. And so allowing players like Kanisha Bell to have a great last season with us, and having Destiny Pitts take another step from being Big Ten freshman of the year to potentially an all-conference player type of a year for her, and seeing freshmen like Mercedes Staples, come into the fold and see what she can do. So yeah, I think it's right now it's been a lot, just the fact that I played here and we had some success, went to a Final Four, and then what we were able to do with the Lynx and everything. It's been a lot on me, but honestly, once the games start, once it gets going, we're going to be able to really see what these kids can do, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I know our fans will be very excited to see the talented team that we have on the floor.
Yeah, we've got some calls coming in for you. And this listener says, so awesome to have you back. I'll be cheering from the stands. Your old team caterer, Sue.
Yeah.
Very fun. Very sweet.
Yeah, she made the best French toast, let me tell you. It was, she was with us for a lot of the years. She'd be, making us making us our post practice and post game
Those
meals.
carbs
So
to help you get some energy back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, we tell our team one of the biggest parts of being a collegiate athlete is refueling, and it starts the second you leave the gym is how you're refueling and making sure you're getting that proper nutrition, because you got to be able to recover and come back the next day. So yeah, Sue was always great, and she was, you know, always got a big hug from her every day as well. So
yeah, thank you for listening, Sue, and sharing that. Tom is calling from Maplewood. Hi there, Tom.
Hi, good morning.
What are your thoughts and question?
Well, I have a question for Lindsay about what she can remember about her coach bringing her squad to the Final Four back when. You know, it's been a number of years. And are there things that she can remember from that she might be able to use this year in her team?
Yeah, I think that Coach Borton, when she came in my junior year, really instilled just defensively what our principles. And so that was one of the reasons we went to the Final Four was because we had that discipline on and off the court. And so when Coach Borton came in, she really she brought that mentality, that toughness. And so I want to definitely bring that to our team and just kind of, you know, offensively and defensively, just be really, really hard to play against and have a lot of fun doing it.
Who are you worried about your team this year? Which team are you really worried about as you either go visit them and play or they come here?
Well, I think we'll have some good challenges early. We'll play against Syracuse in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, so that's going to be a great game. It's at home, so that'll be another game, as well as the season opener and some of the other games we have. That'll be a good one for our fans to come out and check out, because they're a team that was in the Final Four, I think, 3 years ago. So they've got a good team, and then, you know, the Big Ten is going to be interesting this year. Iowa returns a lot of really good players. Maryland is always there, so it'll be interesting. I think that those two and Nebraska really, you know, I think shocked a lot of people last year with the way they were able to play. So right now, I'm just the fact that I haven't, you know, played against any of those teams. Everybody is will present us a challenge, and we'll be ready for every night. That's for sure.
All right. Before we let you go, I have to ask you this, because earlier in the show we were talking about the outburst from Jimmy Butler at Wolves practice yesterday.
Okay. Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. First, your thoughts on his outburst, and have you ever had an outburst like that?
I have not ever.
Not surprising, but I had to ask.
No, I mean, you get competitive, and you might, you know, you get a little into it and everything, but I would not be doing that as a player. And I don't know if one of my players did that, I don't know. We'd have to. Hopefully that never happens. Let's just put it that way. But sounds like it was an interesting day over there, and I hope. I mean, I'm a lifelong Timberwolves fan, so obviously I've, you know, really close to a lot of people within the organization. I hope that this, whatever happens, I hope it goes well for the organization, because there's too many good people over there. There's too many hardworking people that put so much into this to let this kind of be as you know, as negative as it kind of sounds. And I just hope it resolves, because like I said, there's from Glenn to you know, Jeff Munichie and all those guys over there. They put so much work into it, and they live and breathe with the team. So hopefully it just resolves and we end up having a really good season. So
you haven't talked to Jimmy lately or anything? He didn't call you before that interview he had with ESPN or anything, did he?
No, he did not. I haven't. No, I have not. I haven't been over there in a while. I've been over here at the U, but no, he I don't know what his, obviously he wants to get traded. He said that, so I guess that's his goal. But yeah, let's put it this way, I've never done that as a player, and I would have never, you know, thought to do something like that. So we'll just hope for the best for everybody involved.
All right. On a happy note, let's wind down with November 9th. I know you guys are trying to sell out the barn. What are your final thoughts to fans about that game?
Well, I think we're about 200 tickets short of a sellout. So
pretty good, though, for less than a month away.
Yeah. So it's looking, I mean, it sounds like with 200 left, like you said, it'll probably be a sellout for that game. And so that'll be just great for our players to experience that atmosphere. I got to experience it a few times as a player, and there's nothing like it. So the fact that they get to do that and get to go out there and show their talents on the floor to the, you know, the state of Minnesota and everybody who's there is going to be a lot of fun. So I'll say this: if you can't, we have plenty of home games. So if you can't get a ticket to that one and it's sold out, we'd love to have you for the next game. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of big home games on the docket, so it should be a fun season. So if you end up not getting a ticket for that one, there's plenty of other games that we would definitely welcome you with open arms to Williams Arena this season.
All right. Well, Lindsay Whalen, Coach Lindsay Whalen, thank you so much for spending time with us today.
Thanks, Roshini. Have a good day.
You too. And as she said, still 200 tickets left, so you can get out there for the November 9th opener.